Joining us to address the Big Ideas Platform 2024 is Sian Cuffy Young, an award-winning waste management consultant, educator, and social entrepreneur on a mission to spread the waste management gospel. An environmental engineer, Sian is a Fulbright Fellow from Cornell University, a published children's author, a global SOCAP entrepreneur, and the title holder for the Entrepreneurship World Cup for Trinidad and Tobago, among numerous other accolades. Sian brings dynamic energy, engaging passion, and extensive knowledge to her work, which spans nearly 2 decades in the environmental sector, particularly waste management and mining. Sian is the founder of Siel Environmental, a highly successful social enterprise that revolutionizes waste perception and practices for individuals and businesses while inspiring others to join the movement. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Sian Cuffy Young.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so very much for having me. I am here all the way from Trinidad and Tobago. Has anybody ever heard of that country before? Yes? Right, so we have good food just like you all have good food. So you have to come to Trinidad, right? I know you could say you know somebody who's been there. So I'm here to talk about what I consider it's the least sexiest of all of the environmental issues, but I feel like it is sexy to me. But I also say it is not as sexy as my husband. He's standing over there, we're matching. You see him? All right. So this journey for me in waste management started when I was a child. I was 11 years old, enjoying my favorite place. So I want you all to think of what your favorite childhood place is. And for the children in the audience, think of it, right? And for me, that place is the beach. And while swimming with my father one day, a loaded diaper, like a full Pampers, struck me in my face while I was swimming with my father. So that experience did 2 things. One, I couldn't understand why people were so nasty. Like, why would you leave such a wonderful place so dirty? And 2, it propelled me to want to do something different. And fast forward to 2015 when Siel Environmental was formed. So my big idea is that transformative waste education starts from the inside out. Because all it takes is one small step to change. We have to be responsible for the waste that we are generated. Yes, it is your responsibility, not the government, not the local municipality. You are the one that ate the food, that threw it away, so you have to be responsible for the waste that you generate. It starts with one step at a time. But I also wanted to share a global perspective because waste generation is steadily increasing. The United Nations Environment Program has said that according to our population increase by the year 2050, 8 countries will be responsible for the general population as well as the large amounts of waste that will be generated, and Nigeria is one of them. So you are steadily on the path to making a significant contribution to what is happening in waste. But there is hope. So, and the hope is that you have entrepreneurs right here in Nigeria. You have Bilikis, who is in Lagos, and you have Olufunto, who is right here in Abuja, who are 2 female entrepreneurs working in the waste management sector. Bilikis is using waste as a mechanism to provide income for low-income communities, and Olufunto is using plastics to turn it into other valuable products. So you have homegrown examples right here. All they need is to continue to be supported. All the systems have to work for good. The government, the municipalities, the business chambers, all of the systems have to work together for good. So what really is transformative waste education? Well, when we think of motivation, normally if we feel a little down, the motivation tends to come from an external source. You might watch a video, you might listen to music. So it comes from the outside in. But what transformation does is that it goes down to a cellular level. It starts from the inside out. So nobody has to come and tell you that you need to change. You understand that you have to take certain actions, that you can no longer do the actions of the past, and so you are poised and ready to really be your own internal change maker, your own internal boost to get things happen. So transformative waste education has a four-pronged approach, and I'm keeping it really simple. It goes much deeper, but I just wanted to share the beginnings of it with you. So the step one is that the behavior must be singular. And when I say that, I mean, oftentimes you would find people say, I want you to recycle, and then all of us look at them like, recycle what? You know, so it has to be very, very specific. The second step is that we must address the barriers to engaging in behavior. Oftentimes, we have a lot of resources. As we say at home, you're pelting money. That just means you have real money, right? You pelted money behind different activities, but you're not addressing the barriers. You're not finding out why are people not doing what you want them to do. Is it because the bins are too far? Is it because they don't have transportation? What are those barriers? Step three is that you must need to know why. Why is this work important? I am the type of person, you have to tell me why you want me to do something. Can I just say, just do it? Why do you want me to do it? How does this help the global picture? How does this help the local picture? And finally, you must be willing to launch and test and retest and fix and keep going. Waste education is an iterative process. It means it happens over and over and over again. Next slide. Because every responsible decision is a seed for sustainability. So how culture fits into the narrative. So back home we have a campaign called That's Good Thing. You probably have your own way of saying it. In Trinidad and Tobago, you don't throw away things that's good thing. You don't throw away things that you can use over and over. So one of the things that I wanted to highlight is, so this campaign has a variety of prongs. We use comics, cartoons, books, courses, and one of the things I wanted to point out is think before you throw. On my way here, sadly, I saw somebody stick their hand out of a car and drop something on the ground. And I was disappointed. And then I was also told that that happens quite often. And so when we transform how we think, it has to start from the inside. So your next steps are the 3 Ps. I want you to prepare. Preparation is key. I want you to also place the how higher than the what. Oftentimes we're always focused on giving people more information, but an increase in knowledge does not correlate to a change in behavior. And finally, to push beyond the norm. Go beyond what you think you know, go beyond what is commonly done, and get all of the stakeholders involved in the process, because it is not always about doing things better, but sometimes we simply need to do better things. Thank you so very much.